All right, what's up, guys? Just haven't been here in a while, chatting. Just coming in for a short chat. Technically, on the egg clock, since I have about 3 minutes left, but I have more time than that. I'm just waiting on some nuggets, but they're gonna be too hot to eat right out of the oven anyway. So it doesn't matter if I have to wait a little. But I'll probably snag them from the oven when it's done. It's normal. I put it on a little higher heat so they would cook faster. But what the fuck am I here for? Right, coming from a little bit of a cold, by a little bit I mean that at its worst, I did hit a fever temperature. Somehow, I only hit a fever temperature for one night. I had a fever for a total of one night so far. Then the next day it was gone. The day before, didn't happen. But that night, it happened one time. During the night, specifically late in night. And then next day, all fine, all good. Today I've had a shower, so I feel a little fresher. And I've had some whiskey, so I feel a little good. Feel a little happy, feel a little good. I'm almost in a goddamn mood, because tomorrow I'm buying some goddamn VR chat headset equipment. And that's gonna be fucking sweet. God damn it. Just so ring roll rah. Yeah, rolls right off the tongue. That's what I meant to say. But I turned it into some fucking random caveman noises like I usually do anyway in the studio. Yeah, you can tell I'm in good fucking high spirits. I've had some fucking drinking. I'm listening to a live, possibly the best one, live fucking performances of the 1984 live performance with Jakey Lee when he's touring for the Bark of the Moon album, which is probably the best live video from that era, because the live video from the Ultimate Sin era, it doesn't have Ultimate Sin, the title track, which, even though Killer of Giants is my favorite song by Ozzy and on that album, and it has that, and it has like 4 other great fucking tuneskis. There's the cough. I didn't say it in this recording, but I might still cough. Oh God, Lord, so. All right, and apparently I only had 2 minutes and 40 seconds before I needed to pull it out, but that's what she said. So I can keep talking, but yeah, so it's good. Probably the Ultimate Sin tour, unless the sound quality shit, that's possible. Because the sound quality of the, what's it called, 1984 one, fucking when he's playing Jakey Lee, that was really fucking good sound quality. I mean, people are gonna say it's not that good quality, but I think it's fucking perfect right there. That sound quality is really nice. That's a really nice 80s kind of like VHS vibe going to it, because that's essentially what it was in the 80s. It was VHS tapes. Those big old tapes that you had to roll back. It was VHS tapes and cassette tapes, goddammit. Of course, you had vinyl. You had that since the 70s and 60s and 50s, probably, and 40s. But, you also had cassettes back then. That was cool. You have cassettes back now as well, but that's another history. But yeah, I really think Jakey Lee is, I wanted to say almost underrated, but the thing is, for me, underrated is not something you can use in the sentence when talking about a popular artist, to where anyone who's like a genuine fan of the genre knows who they are. You cannot see that that's underrated. And like, for example, you cannot call a Metallica album underrated. I'm not saying you can't do it. You can if you want to. For example, if someone says to me, I think that Metallica's Saint Anger is underrated, and the hate on the snare is forced, and just it says it's just or whatever, they don't think it deserves the hate, right? It's underrated. I think it deserves more praise, I think it sounds great. The songs are good and stuff. That's fine. I'm not gonna say, oh no, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck? No, I'm not like that. But what I mean is, it just doesn't. It's just not gonna come from me. Now, I'm probably what's gonna be different, however, for you, the listener, now, and something that's gonna shock you when I say this here, is that. Whoopsie daisy! I didn't mean to shock you with that, but I meant to shock you with this. I will probably be like, yes, I do agree that album is underrated, but I don't feel comfortable making that as a statement myself. So, instead, I choose the word unappreciated. That's a completely different word. I think it's lighter. It's a lighter statement than underrated. Underrated assumes that he did not even he did not amount to any of the success that he deserved. Jackie Lee certainly fucking got the success he deserved. I mean, just look at every fucking guitarist. Bark at the Moon's guitar solo. You know? Shot in the Dark. How many people do you have has heard that song, right? Bark at the Moon is really one of his most popular songs as well. That one's like in his top 5 most popular songs. Bark at the Moon comes pretty much right after Mr. Crowley and Crazy Train. So, in that vein, he has gotten his fame, right? He's gotten his due. But what I mean when I say he's underappreciated is I think like a lot of the time, and even my friend, I've seen like a lack of mention of the album The Ultimate Sin, and which is why I'm mentioning that one. And for me, The Ultimate Sin is really the ultimate album. It should be called The Ultimate Aussie, if anything. For me, it has his best vocal performances as a solo artist. If it was Black Sabbath, it would be in the song Black Sabbath, on the album Black Sabbath, or Symptom of the Universe. I know Lopet's gonna agree with that. Or something on Into the Void. I forget which one I would pick though, because I know that when I hear it, that it's one that I would pick. Because yes, not everything is fucking high notes and high screams, buddy. Sometimes it's about how well you can articulate and compose a melody. And that's why I even consider, some people are gonna call me gay all day for this one, I consider Mama I'm Coming Home one of his best vocal performances. Why? Because it has his best melodic singing. As in, it has his best display of sensible, melodic, and emotion, singing. When it comes to, a beautiful melody, that one is at top. And don't take my word for it. Take all the women's words for it. They love it. And, yeah, am I saying that's basically chick metal? Yes, it is chick metal. Fucking chicks love Aussie. In fact, the reason why I even listened to Ultimate Sin in the first place was because of my mom. She owns the original vinyl. And I'm fucking pissed. She won't even sell it to me for $100. Can you believe the nerves on that goddamn gal? I'm gonna have to wait until that bitch dies and puts it in her inheritance. No, of course not. But it would be nice if she put that in her inheritance, that I get the vinyls. Because obviously I'm going to take the best care of them. On a shadow of doubt, goddammit. And same with my dad. He can definitely put in an inheritance. Like with Aspen Gold, he says like, alright Dad, who's getting the car? And he says, yeah, this goes to you. And that's what I'm going to tell my dad. I mean, who's going to get the Buick? The Roadmaster. That's me, right? Because I'm not going to sell that. That's the thing, like, right? This is exactly what I mean with, I don't have to wait. I can eat these cold. I don't care if I'm eating cold nuggets. I'm here to just conversate. I'm just telling you what the fuck's going on in the mind. But yeah, so, because yeah, realistically what I was going to say, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to fucking, take care of it, essentially. And, because if I ain't heard of that goddamn mean-ass Buick, you bet I'm taking care of that. You bet I'm not fucking... I'm fighting the first motherfucker that tries to fucking take that away. You know? And if I saw someone trying to break into it, that fucking guy better wish he didn't see me. Because, he's gonna wish... he's gonna wish he never fucking decided. You know? Because that's just, you know, how it is. And the same with my mom. And also, I'm very good at making dark humor jokes like that as well. With like, fucking gonna have to wait for my mom to pass away, God. With the inheritance. You know, that's the most morbid joke you can make, pretty much. There's more morbid jokes. There's pedophilia and all that. But I'm not a comedian yet, so I'm not trying to one-up myself every second thing I'm saying. If I was a comedian, I would just start light. I would be like, the start, just talking about some like lighter jokes, you know. And then eventually would go into just complete molestation, rape, murder, violent, just gore everywhere. If I was a comedian, because the only way I would know to make jokes at some point would be to be the most horrific human being I can be. So that's a great lesson right there. You can just do whatever the fuck you want, really. You can say whatever you want and make a joke out of it, and that's freedom of speech, baby. Crazy, I just discovered that on my own. It's a fucking wonder, the technology these days. But yeah, so what the fuck did I get here for? I was gonna say that, yes, my mom's birthday was today. Well, technically yesterday, because it's the next day now. It's like midnight or whatever. That's why I'm cooking, eating. Because I've eaten one meal today. It was 2 fishes. 2 fishies. I actually have them still here. It's a bloody old fish and crisp. Yes. It's very nice, actually. It's breaded fish, you know. Good old classic. And now I'm eating nuggets. I don't know where that came from. It was a natural burp that I didn't have control over. But it's been a while since I drank any Coca-Cola. Who knows? Alright, also, bro, can I talk about my mom's birthday? Like, for fuck's sake. Right, okay. One thing at a time, guys. Come on, guys. You can't just make me talk about other shit. I'm gonna talk about my mom's birthday. Right. So, today I didn't get paid. The reason why I'm able to buy things is because my dad, I asked him, take me to the fucking store 4 sharp, you know. I'll pay him back tomorrow when I get paid, and, you know, or when I get paid. It would be a real shame if I don't get paid tomorrow because, you know, we'll get to the nitty-gritty details on exactly why. Because they told me I'm getting paid tomorrow. Is number 1. Number 2, it would be a real shame because I said I'm getting money tomorrow and I've been, pretty dead set on that all day. And then, you know, I also scheduled a meeting with my mother tomorrow at her apartment. No, I scheduled a meeting. I told her, let's hang out tomorrow and I'll grab something. Because she was like, because in the morning, I sent her the congratulations, and she was like, all right, you know, what was it? She said like something about like, okay, I can't buy anything now, but let's buy something next week. Because she's always like, oh, it's my birthday, I'm gonna give you a cake. She's that kind of mother. She's just like, it's my birthday, and that's why I'm gonna buy dessert for you. I'm feeling mighty kind on my birthday. Meanwhile, other people, they're just fucking waiting for others to buy shit for them. Last year, my mom told about a cake that she wished she could have gotten instead of the cheaper one she did get. And this is where it comes in why it would be really disappointing if I don't have money tomorrow. The fact that this cake is $20 in the grocery store. It's expensive. I know it's expensive. I'm willing to take that. But not only is it expensive, but it's a chocolate. So it is a birthday cake, right? It's made by the grocery store. It's not have any names or whatever. It's just a birthday cake, but it's a cake with chocolate, coating and stuff like that. And then on top of that, there's chocolate candy and shit, and also customized text on chocolate as well that they made candy coloring and shit. It's cool. It's really elaborate and stuff. So, yeah, it's just a cool cake and it probably tastes great. I haven't had it before. I actually wanted to buy it myself once and it was out of stock. That's another thing. Number 2, if that motherfucker's out of stock tomorrow, man, my fucking plan's all ruined. Because I'm planning to buy that and then a gift, which I'll know what the gift is once I step in the store. Because right now I can't tell you what the fuck I'm getting her. Once I step into the store, I know exactly what I'm getting her. Because it's just I kind of fucking function on that shit, Yeah, that's how I function. I'm really bouncing up and down here. I'm like System of a Down. What's this fucking name? Serge Tankian, or Serge Tankian, something like that. It's like bounce, 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 bounce. Start the fucking song. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I actually love that. I wish I could have had the energy to edit that into a short clip to send to my buddy Lapalik, because that's a funny little clip that I like. Because he said something about bounce, and I wanted to fucking reply with that video and couldn't because fucking shit, And other videos have shit fucking can't stand it, man. So yeah, I want to do something else with my mom, doing that tomorrow. And buying VR headset, VR equipment, as I put it, more professional. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm buzzed on fucking Canadian whiskey. It's called Black Velvet Canadian whiskey. It's an oak barrel kind of whiskey. And probably tastes, the closest flavor I can say is it tastes like those caramel candies. Like, if you slightly burn a Werther's Original, that's kind of what it tastes like. A slightly more burnt tasting Werther's Original is what I meant to say. Which is called like a butterscotch kind of caramel, right? Because those are caramel and butterscotch mixed. Or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know how that is made. I just know that it's a caramel kind of candy that is made by melting sugar. And whatever butterscotch makes it butterscotch, it's whatever it is. Someone might know who lushes it. But yeah, I'm still a little runny nose, sore throat. That's all I had. I had a sore throat, runny nose, and I could, for a few days, I didn't allow myself to speak because it was so bad, the throat, to where if I even spoke for 5 minutes, I would just start coughing uncontrollably. And it's still warm, the food. I mean, I've stood here for 18 minutes, and why do I only know that accent for 18 in Canada? There's I think Nova Scotia accent. When you go to say 18, they say 18. What, is there any other for 17, 19? I wish I know. How do you say numbers in Nova Scotia accents? Because 18, that's one of them. I guess that's the only word, right? That's the only number, right? You say it like that. You don't say 17 or 19. That sounds more German now. 17, 19. That's cool. But yeah, it's really good stuff, And I've got a keyboard now. I'm gonna be uploading some stuff soon, probably, of that. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Make a little video of me improvising. It's a MIDI controller, so you use it on the computer. But I am plugged in 24/7. Well, almost true actually. That actually almost happened, but I'm plugged on. The sample, a free sample actually, for a Hammond organ, and it's really fucking good. The Hammond organ is just the quintessential instrument in my opinion. And yeah, I think that's the ultimate fucking 70s instrument, specifically the Hammond organ, because that, man, that sounds good. That shit sounds so good you can listen to it for days. So yeah, and on top of that, I'm gonna hopefully get some Deep Purple. I know what I'm getting for sure and what's a maybe, depending on how much money I have left after tomorrow's spendings. Because I also want to get a game, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. It's in Hong Kong Island, and it's based on the entire 80 square miles of Hong Kong Island. So I'm mostly gonna get it for the open world map. So this literally means that if I don't like this game, because I'm gonna judge it based on if I like the map. If I don't like the map, I think I might be just not a fan of Hong Kong. You know, because literally the only reason that's like the only logic to this. If I don't like this map, it literally will mean that if I went to Hong Kong Island in real life, I would not like it there if I was a person who drove a car. And it's just a part of this whole experience that's so interesting to think about. Like, yeah, that's true. That's genuinely how that works. Like, if I don't like it, that means I don't like Hong Kong. What can I say? It's kind of like, is that racist? No, it's not your kind of scenery, bro. Well, my scenery is like Japan. And I do like Chinese scenery. Just not the ones where you see the fucking shots above the city and you can see the fucking water outside and it's all fucking muddy. It's weird. They're one of the most advanced countries. That's right, China is one of the most advanced countries. You heard that right. And you'd think they put a little more money into plumbing. Or, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, cleaning the waters, but I think it's something about waste and dumping too much in the water. And hopefully there's someone on that. That's the only kind of like climate thing I'm anal about. It's like, if you don't got clean water, like clean drinking water, clean swimming water, what are you doing, bro? Fix that, you know? So hopefully that is fixed soon. Other than that, you know, we're going to see what I think about the game. And on top of that, what I was going to say, with Deep Purple, I want to buy minimally the vinyl for Burn on the original vinyl, and the CD for Machine Head, specifically. It's a 1994 Roger Glover remaster, because every song top to bottom is longer and extended. So there's like a little jammy shit happening. So Highway Star on the album actually starts where they have actually snip the take for the album version. The original full length of that song has some like do 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 do, and it also has the engineer going toe in a very thick British accent. Yeah, very thick British accent in the mix, and it's just it's the fact that it has that po, and then it has the longer build up to the actual start of the song. That longer build up actually makes the punch of the song feel not only heavier but more impactful. So I was like, well, this is a much better version, so I'm just gonna buy the CD of this and listen to this whenever I feel like listening to Deep Purple's fucking, you know, in rock. And yeah, that's how it goes, right? If only my CD player had an aux or something like a phones for headphones. What am I pointing at my ear when I say headphones? You guys know what fucking headphones are. You're not fucking retarded. Guess I thought you were. Well, yeah, you know, I'm gonna end it here, eat some fucking nuggets. This is the site. Golden. I got some sauces. I actually will use the sweet and sour sauce. But yeah, it's just a little, hello guys, here's what's going on, here's what I'm thinking, here's what I'm gonna get. And if I can't afford it, I might get the In Rock CD, but it's not 100% rock solid. Gotta make a joke somewhere. It's not 100% rock solid whether I get it or not. We'll find out. Maybe I'll try to find a, cheaper copy of the CD with the machine head to wiggle room it out. But probably not, because the one I found was mint condition and shit, so, near mint is what I meant to say. Yeah. I'm just living a life. And yeah, by the way, Deep Purple's fucking awesome. One of my favorite bands now. So I'm gonna go eat some chicken. And on top of that, I'm gonna go listen to Ozzy. So, that's me. Later.